Hello, Sagittarius. How you guys doing tonight? I am Patty, and I'm doing your intuitive tarot reading. Actually, it's the evening here, whatever day your time you're reading it or seeing this. Hello. And so I'm getting the energies for October 5th through the 11th. So hopefully this will resonate with you, at least with some of you. And if you listen through the whole thing, I'm sure that something will resonate with you because it's a lot of doing with the moon and the Mars retrograde energies there. Things are just crazy all over the place. Cards have been actually pretty accurate, but this is all from the divine and whoever he brings through the other side. So let's get started. If you are brand new and you would like, if you like what you see, then go ahead and hit the subscribe or share or like, but it will help us grow our channel. And new news for everyone, I'm doing dailies now. So those are uploaded usually first thing in the morning. So if you wake up and you want a daily message, I now do those. Just hit the subscribe, the bell, and you'll be notified when those dailies pop on in the morning. So hopefully you'll get, and I do an oracle with those. One oracle and usually one or two cards, and they're short, so they're 1 minute, so they're very short. They're just a daily reading for the energies for the day. So hopefully you'll like that. Subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll know when those are on. So let's get going. This is the 5th through the 11th. What we are doing for Sagittarius, it's been crazy. So we just got through with the full moon there on the 1st through the 3rd. We're headed towards a new moon, a full moon. Now we're headed towards a new moon. So you should actually be reaping in some abundance, even though it's chaotic with Mars in Aries. Then we have Chiron going into Aries. I think around the 4th or 5th, I think. And that is sort of like a healing planet, trying to, sort of like lick your wounds, heal your wounds, that kind of thing. So, yeah. So, ooh, 4 energies. Okay. So let's see what we have here. I'll show you here in just a second. See if I can make some sense of this. It's been a sort of an up and down, which would be the energies that are going. So let's see. Also, let me do the numerology here. 1, 2, 5, 7, 1, 2. So we have some newness coming in. We have some instability. We have some interesting energies. They're all over the place. So first 2 cards out. First card out was Ride the Wave. Take it easy, go with the flow, kind of thing like that. Then we have Rescue. So rescue could be actually something that you're trying to rescue or do or fix, or somebody's trying to fix it for you. Sometimes we do that for other people. Then we have Rock Bottom. So that means that something has sort of hit the wall per se. So we now have to go up rather than down, and balance. This is a huge one. This pops up quite a bit. But this also could mean with the number 2, like there's a partnership of some kind going on. So we're going to see what that is. Or it could also mean a division. That's why the balance thing, it could be really sort of tricky. Is it a partnership? Is it a division? And with that balance, if she lets go of that string, boom, definitely going to fall. So we've got sort of a roller coaster of energies here. So let's see what we've got going on for the week. So riding the waves, that's going to be really hard though. I'll probably see the strength card, maybe some. I would be surprised if it didn't come up. But it will be hard because of the way that Mars and the moon and Chiron and the planets are moving right now. Some of them are almost stopped. Some of them, and Mars, if you don't know about Mars, Mars is the warrior planet. It's the very conflicting. It's a very fiery. It's in Aries, so it's very fiery. It's just very like go at it kind. So if you're having a lot of bickering, anxiety, tension, that kind of stuff going on, then that's probably where that energy is coming from. Our first card out is a really beautiful card, and that is the World. So the world, we can be offered the world, but it's how we are going to accept it or not accept it. So if this is a division card and a balancing act, we've got to decide, especially coming from a rock bottom, this is a hard energy to come back from. To say, for example, if you like have no hope, something's been going on, there's no hope, you're at the end of your ropes, and then you turn around and want balance. Come on, how's that? Very conflicting energies right now. Very conflicting. It's like you want the best, but you just like every time you go 10 steps forward or 1 step forward, you go 10 steps back. But just know that this is coming. So thank you. Perseverance and resilience is what they said. Perseverance is what they said. So you're going to have to be really perseverant this next week. Be very patient. Try to go with the flow. Whatever that is, just, take it easy. If something starts to arise, time to back it up, walk away from it. Don't get into that energy of conflicting and fighting, because Mars will love that. Mars, and if you believe in the devil, he loves it too, because that's about dividing. It's all about dividing. And that's number 2. Number 2 could be a division. It also could be a balancing and also a partnership of some kind. I mean, because number 2 is balance, and it could be division. So it's amazing that that's that way. So we'll see what's going on. The rescue part, you can't fix it for anybody else. You got to fix yourself. And that's what, they're showing me the balloon, and what they're saying is you're always looking out for somebody else. You're always looking at everybody else. I can hear them. It's just like, stop looking out for everybody else. Focusing in on what you can do for yourself. Rescuing, rescue an animal. But the thing is that we're always looking to other people to rescue, when in reality we should be rescuing ourselves. Because we can't fix other people. We can only fix ourselves. So that's pretty the energy of that. Yeah. It's funny they pull this card right away. So we have the 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords, again, we were just talking about rescue. Okay. We can't rescue other people if we're bound and if we're in a energy that's complaining, in a pity party, in a woe is me party kind of thing. We cannot move forward and helping other people until we can fix that in ourselves. So that energy right there is going to hold you back from getting this. This is a perception of the mind. So this is a mind process. So thank you. So what they're showing me is successful people think in a positive, successful manner, or something pro forward, pro movement forward. They're always thinking, they're goal oriented. There's always something in there, but that's how they'll think. And this here is going to keep you bonded from getting that. So this is more of a negative, more restricting energy, more not moving forward energy. And that's what's going to keep you at the rock bottom. And it's also going to keep you in a stuck position of not being rescued. All right. So that's where that is. Okay, let's see where we got else going. Oh, I had those upside down. I was like, did I miss something? All right. So, yeah, again, we have the energy of 5 of Cups. Now for 5 is instability. Also too, looking at the negative rather than the positive. You know, if the person would turn around and see all the cups that are standing rather than the one that's fallen over, or the ones that are fallen over, that would be sort of a mind process of thinking of how they can move forward in a positive manner. So the 5 is very much unstable. It's instability. It's not really looking to move forward. It's looking to sort of stay stuck between these two cards here. All right. So, and then you look at these two. It's almost like we're going backwards rather than going forwards. So we started here, but now we're sort of getting bond. Now we're getting depressed. We're getting sad. Where nothing's working out for us. We're getting that pity party kind of thing. Things aren't working out. So that thought process is moving away from the world. It's not moving towards it. It's moving away from it. So you have to turn that around for this next week and make that thought process actually turn to the more positive. Yes, we're going to move towards it. You know, no, I don't care how rough it's going to get. It's not going to divide me. It's not going to, I'm going to get my balance back in my life. I am going to do that. There's not going to be that division. You're not going to drop that rope and I'm not going to fall. I'm going to actually keep moving forward. That's where the energy needs to come from. All right. Yeah. So looking at also too on the 8 is also keeping from your rewards. From again, you're keeping yourself from rewards. So for numerology, that would be the number 8 for rewards and things. So you're keeping yourself from that. And let's see, we have 5, 7, 1, and 2. 5, 7, 1, and 2. A lot of instability, which is very typical for this time with Mars in Aries. And if you haven't seen the one that I just did on the new moon, there's also some in there on the retrograde as well. But if pretty much the retrograde for October is going to be very similar. You can go back and watch the either the beginning of the retrograde or mid-month of retrograde, and that would be exactly what's going to happen in October. There's not much change. Mars is moving so slowly. That's why it's staying in a retrograde so long this time. It's a lot longer than most retrogrades. So we have the 7 of Pentacles, Temperance, and the 7 of Swords. Sorry. Okay, so the 7 of Pentacles is about work and what you're I can't even think right now. So work is actually you're doing something, you're accomplishing it. It's not quite getting done yet. It's not quite there, but it's you're looking at it and you're saying, "Wow, I'm working so hard on this. I am doing this." Now this could be on yourself, and this could be, even though Pentacles has to do with money and career and stuff, it might have to do with working on yourself in that manner in this area. Trying to get some balance back. Maybe you work too much. Maybe, you're focusing too much on material things. Maybe trying to get that balance back, because the next card out is Temperance. Temperance is going to be sort of half in on spiritual, half in on earthly, more on the spiritual end. Again, trying to get balance back between spirit and mind and body. So there is huge, and they're in the background there. You've got the sun. So there is coming. We've got some beginnings here, and there is some beginnings because we're at the point of even though we're at the going on from the full moon to the new moon, we're supposed to be reaping and reward and getting these rewards and getting everything that we're supposed to be getting at this point in time. There is something holding you back from getting your rewards. And that's the thing is, when we're right now with the moon, moving from the full moon to the new moon, it is all about reaping those rewards. And again, something is holding back, something is not quite right, something is off. I don't know what that is for you, but that's actually you're holding yourself, or somebody's holding you back. So if you're in a relationship and you just feel like you're at a loss, for somebody, I don't know who that's for. Yeah, we just got these two straight out back to back. So we have the King of Swords, who is all about authority and truth, and he'll get to the bottom of it. So there is something off in the facts. And that's, again, what Mars is about right now, is looking at the facts, not the fiction. I keep saying that over. I feel like a broken record with this retrograde, but there is something about it. So if you're in a relationship and that things aren't as they seem, they're probably not. So you have to really get down and dig into the facts. Really need to figure out where the balance is off. And you know what? You can do your own investigative work. Be your own detective. Really. It's not hard. I studied criminal justice. It's just not hard. It's just having to look at every little detail. Maybe that's me just being a Virgo, but every little detail. Yeah, there's something off. Something's being hidden. Something's being off. Again, we're looking at all that. Right in the center. Well, actually, it goes this way. So these are it's off. Something's hidden. Somebody's lying. I hate to say that word, but somebody's lying. Straight up. And what's more irritating is, you know they're lying. They know they're lying. They know that you know they're lying. So why not just be honest? Because you can't bring this balance back, the temperance back. You can't bring it back. You can't bring balance back. You can't have everything until actually somebody is walking in the truth. Somebody needs to be walking in the truth. All right. All right. Is there anything? Yeah, King of Cups. King of Cups. And it is a matter of the heart. It is. I knew that already. We already knew that. I could feel the energies. Somebody's just lying. Stop lying. I hate that. I don't get it. I just don't get it. If you have to lie, what is the purpose of lying? You know, is it to just make yourself look good? Is it to make yourself feel better than somebody else, or to make somebody feel worse than you? You know, a lot of trauma, PTSD, and all that kind of stuff does make that happen. 5 of Wands. Yep. Argument, kerfuffle, standing up for what you, your integrity. 2 of Cups, and it is between 2 people. Well, it always is. If somebody's lying, it has to be between 2 people. But yeah. All right. Is there anything else here? So I guess the energies this week, it's going to be like this for you this week. Whoever is playing the pity party, you got to turn that around. And I'm not even going to say pity party. It's just looking negative, not thinking positive. You're going to have to transform that thought process maybe around, like a 180. Like, instead of thinking, oh, you know, it's not going to ever turn around, it's not going to ever work out, I'm never going to get back on it. Turn it around and just go with the flow, because you're overthinking. You're overthinking and you're making it worse for yourself. So just say, you know what, it is going to turn around, because everything changes all the time. Change always is inevitable. So it is going to change. Okay. And then, oh, well, you know, my job is horrible. It is. But you know what? I have a job. A lot of people don't have a job. Just turning it around and getting that balance back so that you can start thinking in a more positive manner so that you can get this, so you can get your world, so you can reap the rewards, so you can see the hard work that you did and see the inner self that you did. But as far as whoever is not being honest, and you know they're not being honest, and they know they're not being honest, time to cut them loose for a while. You know, maybe they just are not mature enough, and or maybe they're a man boy, maybe they're, you know, that kind of thing. But maybe it's just time to cut them so they realize that that kind of attitude, that kind of behavior is not acceptable. Does that make sense? Because if you allow somebody to continue to lie and keep lying, you're just as bad to enable them to be able to do that. So whoever that is for, because it's gonna really it's gonna really hurt someone. And I mean, I could hold a lot of these cards up, but the thing is that there's a lot of stuff being hidden. I almost feel like somebody's got a secret life they're not talking about. Sort of like, you know, how people are, like, even if you're a swinger, somebody's, you know, not being honest about, they don't agree with it, they don't want to do it anymore, kind of thing. That kind of attitude. So I feel like somebody's not being honest about who their true self is. And Mars is going to be all about truth. You need to look at the truth, not the fiction. You need to look at the reality, not the fantasy. Because Mars is actually all about truth. We are purging and resetting for the next year to come. And I don't mean this to say because it's the end of the year. These next 2 months are going to be really hard, and they're going to get harder. And if we don't start purging some of the crap out of our lives, we need to actually, we're not going to have room to bring in the positive. And you're going to be on this roller coaster for a long time because you're becoming more earthly, more materialistic, more focused on the outside world rather than yourself, your family, and everything of your values and yourself, to be able to move forward in life. And that's going to be for a lot of signs. I can already see it as an empath. I can actually see the next 3-4 months what's going to be happening. And it's really hard to sit back and not be able to share that with people, or people just sit there, she don't know what she's talking about. And then later it happens. Even my daughter does it to me. It's like, wow, how did you know? I don't know. It's just the divine does it for me. I mean, he gives me this wisdom. I don't even know what to do with it half the time. I just share it when I need to be sharing it. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So focus on yourself. Start turning positive thoughts around. Whoever is lying, need to get rid of them for a while. As far as, you know, time to take a break. They need to learn that lying is not okay, or a secret life. I keep feeling there's a secret life or a secret girlfriend, boyfriend off to the side. That's not okay. And we want to change these habits because you have offerings. There's a lot of offerings that, even though this says rock bottom, it's number 1, there's newness coming. And also too, but there's so much instability, you can't ride the waves. So let's get some stability back in your life. And this next week, that's what I would say, focus in on that, because it's the heart of the matter. There's this energy going back and forth, but you need to find out what you can do to balance your life out. All right, Sagittarius, hopefully this was residential, resonate with somebody. Don't forget, now I do have the dailies. If you want just a little 1-minute blurb in the morning to find out what the energy is for the day, and hopefully it'll help you, lift you up, and keep moving you forward for your day. That's what they're for. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll know when they come on. So I would love to have more viewers on my channel, and we will see you on the 12th. Take care, Sagittarius. Bye-bye. Love you guys.